2014年借款修訂條例草案二讀辯論。審議條例草案嘅委員會委員莫乃光議員就委員會嘅報告向本會發言。莫乃光議員。
Mr. President, I speak in place of the Honourable Kenneth Leung, the Chairperson of the Bills Committee on Loans Amendment Bill 2014, who is on sick leave today. The purpose of the bill is to amend the Loans Ordinance to accommodate the issuance of The purpose of the bill is to amend the Loans Ordinance to accommodate the issuance of Islamic bonds, that is, Sukuk, under the government bond program. The Bills Committee, of which I'm also a member, has held one meeting with the administration to discuss the bill. It has also invited written views from the public but received no submission. The Bills Committee notes that allowing Sukuk issuance under the government bond program will help diversify the financial products and services for the Hong Kong financial markets, further promote Islamic finance in Hong Kong through encouraging issuers to raise funds by issuing Sukuk, and it reinforce Hong Kong's status as a major international financial center and an asset management center. The Bills Committee supports the bill in principle. I shall now turn to the major issues deliberated by the Bills Committee. The Bills Committee has examined the need to amend the Loans Ordinance and studied how the proposed amendments operate in achieving the purpose of the bill. The administration explains that as asset transactions involved in Sukuk may not be regarded as a borrowing in the prevailing context of the Loans Ordinance, it is necessary to amend the ordinance to encompass the situation in which the government shall be regarded as borrowing monies from the special purpose vehicle set up to effect the Sukuk issuance. This will enable the funds so raised to be credited to the bond fund. It is also necessary to amend the bond fund resolution to allow payments to be made out of the bond fund for meeting the coupon and redemption payments to holders of Sukuk issued under the government bond program, as well as the expenses incurred in relation to the issuance of Sukuk. Furthermore, the bill also amends the Inland Revenues Ordinance to exempt coupon payments and disposal gains derived from the Sukuk issued in connection with the government bond program to enjoy the same profits tax exemption as that currently applicable to those in relation to conventional bonds. As issuance of Sukuk under the government bond program may have implication on other types of bonds issued under the program and the local bond market, the Bills Committee has sought information on the administration's considerations in launching Sukuk under the program, the target investors and offering mechanisms involved, as well as the management of Sukuk proceeds. Members of the Bills Committee note that the administration will determine the timing and actual issuance size of Sukuk under the government bond program with regard to the prevailing market conditions and needs. The preliminary thinking for the inaugural Sukuk issuance may be in the size equivalent to around US dollars 500 million or more. The administration envisages that the investors of the inaugural Sukuk issuance would be institutional investors, as they are the major player in the global Sukuk market. The Bills Committee further notes that depending on the market interest and developments, the administration may consider extending Sukuk issuance under the government bonds program to retail investors in the future. As far as the offering mechanism is concerned, the administration may engage financial institutions and legal advisors in arranging the deal through a special purpose vehicle. On the management of Sukuk proceeds, the administration advises that investment return for the bond fund is calculated based on average annual rate of return of the exchange funds investment portfolios over the past 6 years, or the average annual yield of 3-year exchange fund notes for the previous year, whichever is the higher. The Bills Committee has expressed concern about the competitiveness of Hong Kong's Sukuk platform vis-à-vis those of other jurisdictions in attracting international Sukuk issuers and investors, given that the major Islamic financial centers such as Malaysia have well-developed Sukuk market, and that Hong Kong lacks ties with the such Islamic communities. In response, the administration advises that the Inland Revenues and Stamp Duty Legislation Alternative Bond Schemes Amendment Ordinance 2013, passed by the Council in July last year, has enhanced Hong Kong's competitiveness in the development of a Sukuk market by providing a comparable taxation framework for some common types of Sukuk vis-à-vis conventional bonds. Coupled with the core competencies of Hong Kong's financial market, Hong Kong is now on a better footing to promote Islamic finance through encouraging issuers to raise funds by issuing Sukuk. The administration considered that Sukuk issuance under the government bond program will signal to the markets that Hong Kong's legal, regulatory, and taxation frameworks are well established to accommodate Sukuk issuance. This will give further impetus to other potential Sukuk issuers to raise funds in Hong Kong. An inaugural Sukuk issuance originated by the Hong Kong government with an excellent credit rating of AAA will draw attention and interest in the global market and attract a new group of investors from the Middle East and other parts of the world to Hong Kong's financial platform. In view of increasing competition from other financial centers in developing the Sukuk market and Islamic finance, the Bills Committee has stressed the need for the administration to make concerted efforts with relevant parties to promote Hong Kong's Sukuk platform, including increasing exchanges with other financial centers to foster cooperation and to keep abreast of the latest development in the global Sukuk market. Moreover, members of the Bills Committee have urged the administration to ensure a sufficient supply of professional and market practitioners with expertise in Sukuk issuance and Islamic finance, which is vital to the development of the Sukuk market and Islamic finance in Hong Kong. The administration has stressed that the strengths of Hong Kong's bond market, including Sukuk market and the listing platform, are among the key features in the promotional work targeting international investors in recent years. The administration has been collaborating with the relevant parties such as the Hong Kong Economic and Trade Offices and the market in promoting Hong Kong's Sukuk platform overseas and keeping a close contact with the industry to encourage them to issue Sukuk in Hong Kong. The administration assures the Bill Committee that it will continue to seize every possible opportunity to promote Hong Kong's bond market and its Sukuk platform when meeting the institutional investors, issuers, and asset managers. On the promotion of market awareness of Islamic finance, the administration has pointed out that the Hong Kong Monetary Authority has been in close collaboration with overseas central banks, international organizations, and local industry bodies to offer training for market practitioners. Over the past few years, the Hong Kong Monetary Authority has organized a series of Islamic finance seminars and workshops covering a wide range of topics. The Bills Committee notes that these activities have received enthusiastic market response and provided opportunities for Hong Kong market practitioners to interact with their overseas counterparts and exchange views on issues relating to Islamic finance and Sukuk issuance. Regarding cooperation with major Islamic financial markets, the administration advises that the Hong Kong Monetary Authority has been maintaining a close partnership with key Islamic financial markets such as Malaysia and Dubai. Moreover, the Securities and Futures Commission has been working closely with its counterparts from major Islamic markets, including signing a Memorandum of Understanding with the Dubai Financial Services Authority in 2008 for mutual cooperation on capacity building and human capital development in Islamic finance, as well as the promotion and development of Islamic capital market. Given that the Sukuk has more complex structure than conventional bonds, the Bills Committee considers it important that the administration will ensure a robust regulatory regime over Sukuk issuers with a view to providing adequate protection for Sukuk investors. The administration has assured the Bills Committee that, similar to other financial products, Sukuk are subject to the prevailing regulatory regime in respect of product offering, marketing, disclosure, and intermediaries' requirements in accordance to the relevant provisions in the Securities and Futures Ordinance and the Companies Ordinance. These include the requirement on Sukuk issuers to seek authorization from the Securities and Futures Commission on the issuance of any advertisement, invitation, or document which is or contains an invitation to the public to enter into or offer to enter into an agreement to acquire the relevant Sukuk products unless an exemption applies. The Bills Committee notes that as institutional investors will be the target investors of Sukuk issued under the government bond program, certain exemptions under the Securities and Futures Ordinance will apply. Neither the Bills Committee nor the administration will propose committee stage amendments to the bill. The Bills Committee supports resumption of the second reading debate on the bill. Thank you, Mr. President. And the following is the view on the matters relating to the bill, of which myself and the Honourable Kenneth Leung share on the opportunities and the pressing need for promoting the Hong Kong bond market. Now, Hong Kong is a leading international financial center with a stock exchange which rank among the top globally for funds raised from initial public offerings from 2009 through 2011. However, in order to stay competitive, Hong Kong needs to capitalize on other successful factors and take a holistic approach in promoting our financial platform. Developing the local bond market not only enriches the diversity of the financial products, but it is also a key component which meets the intrinsic need of institutional and retail investors. The majority of local investors have very limited choice if they are looking for a long-term investment instrument with stable return. It is therefore not surprising to see that the soaring property prices in recent years under a low interest rate environment. For those who cannot afford to buy properties, they probably have to invest in riskier and more turbulent markets, such as the equity market, foreign exchange, and commodity, or others, such as the victims of the Lehman Brothers incident, and they would have tempted to invest in complicated structured products to earn a slightly higher yield than the normal time deposits. I also believe that a mature and liquid Hong Kong dollar bond market is crucial for stabilizing and sustaining investment futures, for investment returns for Hong Kong's retirement population. A sizable Hong Kong dollar denominated debt securities market can offer more options for MPF funds, and bonds issued by local reputable institutions in particular will help provide employers and employees with relatively low-fee alternatives and earn reasonably stable returns while enjoying the compound interest benefit. Of course, those with more aggressive risk appetite may always choose MPF funds with higher risk, higher returns, and higher management fees, like stock funds. The government should encourage and facilitate the provision of a more risk-balanced choice of funds, and the rest will be market-driven. Indeed, Mr. President, Hong Kong does not lack competitive advantages required for deepening and broadening the local fixed income market. We have a sophisticated business infrastructure and transparent regulatory environment, a AAA credit rating status, S&P long-term credit rating, which can minimize the cost of the government, statutory bodies, and government-owned corporations for fundraising through issuance of securities paper. Unfortunately, the government fails to perform its roles in promoting Hong Kong dollar debt issuance. Based on FSTB statistics, the government, statutory bodies, and government-owned corporations made in total 654 issuance, with a total amount of around Hong Kong dollars 264.2 billion Hong Kong dollar debt securities between 2003 and 2012, or 13.2% of the total Hong Kong dollar debt securities issued in the same period, excluding exchange fund bills and notes, EFBNs, issued by the HKMA. Compared with other international financial centers, Hong Kong is lagging behind in terms of the scale of issuance. Perhaps one may say that our huge reserves justify the conservative position of the government, but I am afraid this is somewhat myopic. As the Hong Kong government is going to invest as much as Hong Kong dollars 340 billion in mega projects, including a new airport runway, new development areas, and reclamations in the coming years, it is high time for the government to leverage this golden opportunity to speed up the development of Hong Kong dollar bond market as an alternative financial channel, or rather than to be over-reliant on public revenues alone. This is particularly true when the government is subject to a financial commitment to address the need of the poor and our aging population. To achieve this, we need a number of positive actions. First, the active participation of the government, statutory bodies, and government-owned corporations in using the Hong Kong dollar bond instruments to raise funds for these mega projects where possible. Second, expedite necessary enhancement on regulatory and infrastructural supports to improve market liquidity. For example, enforcement of underwriters' market-making responsibilities, setting up of an electronic platform for online retail trading, and provision of a central depository system for Hong Kong dollar bonds. And third, promote investor awareness and demand through education program. Development of the Sukuk market or renminbi bond market should not be hindering the growth of the Hong Kong dollar bond market. Instead, we should head for diversity, which will make the bond market as a whole fly in Hong Kong. Together, the different types of bonds will attract a critical mass of fixed income traders, buyers, and issuers, which will support the healthy growth of the instrument. I would urge the government to take up its pivotal role in accelerating the development of the Hong Kong dollar debt market with a view to achieving a more diversified and resilient financial sector in Hong Kong. Thank you, Mr. President.
李慧瓊議員。
主席，我代表民建聯發言支持本條例草案，容許喺政府債券計劃下發行伊斯蘭債券，以促進本地債券市場嘅進一步同埋持續發展。金融服務業係香港嘅主要經濟支柱。喺2011年，金融業對香港本地生產總值直接貢獻為3070億港元，佔本地生產總值嘅16.1%，是僅次於物流同埋貿易第二大行業。而金融業亦都係推動香港經濟增長嘅火車頭。喺2001年至2011年10年間，增長率為7.1%。比起整體經濟嘅增長率呢，係超過咗嘅。雖然係咁樣講，但係香港呢一個國際金融中心呢，主席比起其他地方發展呢係不夠全面。股票市場呢，過去乘住國企 嚟香港上市嘅浪潮咧，發展勢頭一直都非常好嘅。但係其他包括外匯市場、債券市場同埋商品交易咧，比起東京、新加坡發展得就比較慢。香港嘅金融業發展不均衡，最明顯嘅缺點咧就係抗逆能力較弱。一旦股票市場有啲咩風吹草動，香港經濟下滑嘅程度會可能被放大。另外，外匯市場、債券市場同埋商品市場未能夠有規模嘅形成呢，亦都係令到香港呢未能夠有充分嘅準備去配合國家嘅高速發展。港交所行政總裁李小加呢喺今年初嘅亞洲金融論壇上呢，都係指出喺過去30年，海外資金呢係透過貿易、外商直接投資同埋離岸資本市場3個方式經過香港進入內地，但係現在係內地有大量資金要走出去，而香港喺呢方面呢未準備好。佢警告，如果香港保持現狀，不向多元化嘅市場發展呢，好快呢就會被邊緣化。金融發展局呢亦都有差唔多嘅睇法。根據金發局喺去年11月中公布嘅研究報告，認為本港嘅金融產品同埋市場發展要開拓要多元化，除咗債券、外匯同埋商品，仲要深化發展企業財資、房地產投資信託基金同埋風險管理等領域，以提升金融業嘅整體競爭力。所以為咗進一步鞏固香港國際金融中心嘅地位，發展債券市場係必須要走嘅一步。喺呢個背景底下呢，民建聯係支持本條例草案，容許喺政府債券計劃下發行伊斯蘭債券，亦都喺上年7月10號支持2013年稅務及印花稅法例另類債券計劃修訂條例，為幾種常見嘅伊斯蘭債券提供一個與傳統債券相若嘅稅務框架，以掃除發展伊斯蘭債券嘅最大障礙。主席，香港嘅債券市場仍然處於發展階段。根據金發局嘅資料，香港已經發行嘅債券證券餘額咧達到2610億美元，但係流通性就係遠遠唔及美國同埋日本。香港嘅債券發展未如人意咧，主要都有幾個局限，令到唔少公司冇選擇債券作為集資工具。首先，政府嘅發債有限，對於希望籌集港元資金嘅企業嚟講咧，市場上咧並冇可靠嘅港元債券收益率曲線可供發行人參考，加上咧轉換為港元嘅成本比較高，窒礙咗為此而發行美元債券嘅業務。另外，缺乏信用評級同埋有關嘅專業知識，亦都不利於區內同埋本地公司債券嘅投資活動。至於本條例草案提及伊斯蘭債券，挑戰亦都更大。首先，馬來西亞等其他主要嘅伊斯蘭金融中心，伊斯蘭債券市場發展已經成熟。另外，香港與伊斯蘭社群亦都缺乏聯繫，所以呢，本會同事先至一再希望政府香港嘅繼續努力，同埋其他嘅司法管轄區呢一齊努力去推動香港作為伊斯蘭債券嘅一個重要嘅平台。為咗進一步推動本地伊斯蘭金融嘅發展，民建聯支持利用政府債券計劃作為發展契機，但係與此同時我哋都促請政府要把握每個機會向海外推廣香港伊斯蘭債券嘅平台，並與業界保持緊密嘅聯繫，鼓勵佢哋喺香港發行伊斯蘭債券。另外有充足嘅人才供應，對發展香港伊斯蘭債券市場亦都非常重要。政府當局要同海外組織同埋本地業界組織係緊密合作，為市場提供培訓，再結合香港金融市場嘅核心優勢，包括監管機構嘅透明度、稅率簡單、偏低、國際金融中心、中介雲集等等呢啲嘅市場基建嘅設施，先至可以令香港更有條件咁透過發行債券、鼓勵發債人發行伊斯蘭債券籌集資金，從而推動伊斯蘭金融債券嘅發展。主席，我過去亦都見到局長其實喺推動本港金融市場嘅多元化方面做咗不同嘅工作。咁希望局方繼續努力為香港金融市場嘅多元化而再行前一步。主席，本人謹此陳辭。
有冇其他議員要發言？如果冇呢，就請財經事務及庫務局局長發言答辯。局長。
主席，首先我要感謝法案委員會主席梁繼昌議員、其他委員、立法會秘書處以及法律顧問所付出嘅努力， 令到審議2014年借款修訂條例草案簡稱條例草案嘅工作得以順利完成。我亦要感謝議員支持條例草案喺今日恢復二讀辯論。本條例草案主要目的係修訂借款條例，使政府債券計劃可發行伊斯蘭債券。政府一直係透過進行政府債券計劃，致力為香港資本市場提供更多種類嘅債券，擴大投資者層面，從而促進本地債券市場進一步同埋持續發展。去年中，本會通過法例，為伊斯蘭債券提供一個與傳統債券相若嘅稅務架構，提供公平嘅稅務環境，令使香港發展伊斯蘭債券市場嘅競爭力得以提升。為咗維持呢一方面嘅穩步發展，我哋認為政府債券計劃應可按市場情況及需要發行伊斯蘭債券。呢個可以讓市場認識到本港嘅監管同埋稅務架構均十分完備，足以支持發行伊斯蘭債券，並可藉此進一步鼓勵其他有意發行伊斯蘭債券嘅本地及國際嘅公司型發債人來港集資。主席，有別於喺政府債券計劃下發行嘅傳統政府債券，伊斯蘭債券嘅結構係按符合伊斯蘭律法嘅原則設計，涉及設立特定目的工具同埋資產轉移。因此，我哋建議修訂借款條例，把政府發行伊斯蘭債券嘅情況視為條例所指嘅借入款項，使政府債券計劃可發行伊斯蘭債券。我哋與香港金融管理局即係金管局正研究有關細節，以便在條例草案獲得通過之後，視乎市場情況，制定落實發行伊斯蘭債券嘅具體方案。按照我哋初步嘅構思，政府嘅債券計劃下首度發行嘅伊斯蘭債券，會以本港及環球機構投資者為發行對象，並考慮以常見嘅伊斯蘭債券租賃安排嘅形式作為有關債券嘅結構。除咗營造有利伊斯蘭金融發展嘅環境外，政府同埋有關機構，包括金管局、證監會同埋香港交易所，一直協力增進市場對伊斯蘭金融嘅認識同埋了解。我哋亦透過鞏固香港與主要伊斯蘭金融市場嘅聯繫同埋鼓勵產品嘅開發，促進伊斯蘭金融嘅發展。例如，金管局與馬來西亞中央銀行喺去年成立咗一個由私營機構主導嘅伊斯蘭金融合作小組，為兩地嘅市場人士提供一個平台，以便雙方討論伊斯蘭金融嘅實務同埋相關事宜，嚟推動兩地私營機構更緊密嘅合作。另外，證監會亦與馬來西亞證監會喺2009年簽署互相合作發展伊斯蘭資本市場及伊斯蘭集體投資計劃嘅聲明，為互相認可授予公眾嘅伊斯蘭集體投資計劃訂立框架。正如我哋喺法案委員會嘅會議上指出，過去數年，政府同埋有關機構一直向國際投資者宣傳香港作為國際金融中心所具備嘅優點同埋商機。本地嘅債券市場同埋我哋上市平台嘅優勢，係我哋向國際投資者宣傳嘅重點之一。日後我哋會繼續把握機會，向機構投資者、發債人同埋資產管理經理推介香港嘅債券市場，包括伊斯蘭債券市場。正如今年嘅財政預算案指出，喺條例草案通過後，喺政府債券計劃下首度發行伊斯蘭債券，將會提供一個好機會，讓政府當局向國際市場展示香港伊斯蘭金融平台嘅優勢，以帶動更多發債人透過香港嘅金融市場集資。由於香港政府擁有優良嘅信貸評級，我哋預期日後推廣香港首度發行嘅政府伊斯蘭債券會受國際及本地投資者關注，提高香港喺國際伊斯蘭金融市場上嘅知名度同埋地位。我哋會繼續聯合監管機構、駐外經貿辦事處同埋其他相關組織， 積極咁向外國際投資者宣傳香港作為國際金融中心所具備嘅優點同埋商機。主席，我希望本會能夠支持條例草案，使政府債券計劃可發行伊斯蘭債券，推動伊斯蘭金融嘅發展，從而鞏固香港嘅國際金融中心及資產管理中心嘅地位。多謝主席。
現在各位提出嘅待決議題係2014年借款修訂條例草案，予以二讀。現在付諸表決，贊成嘅請舉手，反對嘅請舉手。我認為議題獲得在席議員以過半數贊成，我宣布議案獲得通過。
2014年借款修訂條例草案。
全體委員會審議階段，本會現在成為全體委員會。現在各位提出嘅待議議題係以下條文納入2014年借款修訂條例草案。
第1至9條。
有冇委員要發言？咁我現在向各位提出上述待決議題，付諸表決。贊成嘅請舉手，反對嘅請舉手。我認為議題獲得在席委員以過半數贊成，我宣布議案獲得通過。全體委員會現在回復為立法會三讀2014年借款修訂條例草案。財經事務及庫務局局長。
主席，2014年借款修訂條例草案無經修正已通過全體委員會審議階段。我動議此條例草案予以三讀並通過。
現在各位提出嘅待議議題係2014年借款修訂條例草案，予以三讀並通過。有冇議員要發言？現在各位提出上述待決議題，付諸表決。贊成嘅請舉手，反對嘅請舉手。我認為議題獲得在席議員以過半數贊成，我宣布議案獲得通過。
2014年借款修訂條例草案。